Today's topic is incubation period. This is the topic. In every examination question is asked, maybe for 5 marks short note or 10 marks short answering question. These are the two words, incubation and period. Incubation and period. These are the two words which are frequently used in next 70 to 80 lectures. So you must be able to understand what is meant by incubation period. Coming to the definition of incubation period. Every disease has got incubation period. Then what is meant by incubation period? Incubation period is the time or a period of invasion of disease agent into the body of the susceptible host human being till it starts appearing the first sign and symptom in question. In question means in human body. So it is the time period from the invasion of the incubation period, the invasion of this infectious agent into the body of the susceptible host till it appears the first sign and symptoms in the question. Question means susceptible host, human being. So this is the definition. Definition of incubation period is asked to each and every student in biology. Now coming to this is the diagram which is given in every standard textbook, and when in examination you are supposed to draw this diagram. So vertically is the y-axis, horizontal is the x-axis. Where these x and y-axis means it is called as original or abscissa. So this is the point, this is called as original, where x and y-axis meet. And remember always, x-axis is always longer than the y-axis. So on x-axis there is a time or a duration of exposure of the infectious agent to the human being. While on y-axis, number of exposed cases, number of exposed or infected cases. Remember, case means person having a particular disease. Control means person is not having a particular disease. Case means no infection is there. Control means normal person. Remember, this is the difference. So whenever the case word is uttered, it is an infected person. Whenever the control is uttered, it is a normal person. So number of the cases which are infected on the y-axis and duration is required on the x-axis. So this is the point where 50% of the patients, 50% of the cases which are infected. If suppose 100 patients are exposed to the coronavirus, suppose 100 persons are exposed to the coronavirus. 100% means control, normal person. Out of those 100%, only 50% will get the disease. Then that condition is called as MIP, minimum incubation period. This is B. So what is this? When 50% of the patients are exposed, 100% are exposed, among those 50% patients are likely to be getting the disease. Then this is the primary case, this is the secondary case. What is the primary case? Primary case is that case which is brought first to the notice to the clinician or physician. What is secondary case? Secondary case is that case when the primary case infect to the normal person. That is secondary case. What is index case? Index case is that of a patient who is first time brought to the notice to the epidemiologist. Epidemiologist. Who is epidemiologist? who is studying, the person or a doctor, maybe the scientist, who is interested in studying the epidemiology is called as epidemiologist. So primary case, secondary case. So infection is here. Time required for exposure to the person, the infection, and appearance of the primary case, first case, called as median, called as median incubation period. Median incubation period. This then again from 50% to the then 50, not this, up to this one. To the appearance of the first child means exposure up to the primary case, median incubation period. This exposure to the appearance of the first case is a median incubation period, and epidemiologists are interested in median incubation period because if 100% persons are exposed, 50% are likely to get the disease agent. And C is average of minimum incubation period. Minimum incubation period. Why we are interested in studying all this? We are interested in studying all this. This now point is to know the causative agent, to find out the causative agent, to find out the infectivity, the power of infection of that infectious agent, to find out what will be the complication of those infectious agent on the body of the person. That's how we are interested in the incubation period. Again remember, shorter the incubation period, more is the severity of the disease. Longer the incubation period, less is the severity. So this is, remember, this is asked in Viva. Now this is all about this diagram. Then coming to the what are the characteristics of incubation period. Why characteristics? We want to study the characteristic. Number one, first characteristic to find out the infectivity of that disease agent. Number one means whether it is highly infective or infectivity rate is less. Number one. Number two is what can be the probable cause of that disease. Number two. Number three is what can be the probable origin of disease. If you consider the coronavirus, origin of disease is supposed to be China, Wuhan. Cause coronavirus, COVID-19 virus, which is a globally accepted virus. So, third is, and it has been confirmed that coronavirus causes this COVID. So, to find out the cause, to find out the place from where the disease agent has started, and number fourth is generation time. Means, suppose today disease has occurred into the body, how much period it will going to take this full-fledged development of the disease? Generation time. Now coming to that, there is one more. There is one more classification of this. Apart from this median, minimum, and the MIP and average and the median, minimum, and the average incubation period, there is one more type of classification of incubation period: shorter incubation period, median incubation period, and longer incubation period. Again, why we are interested in this study? Just I told you, less is the incubation period, minimum is the incubation period, more virulence of that disease, more severity of disease is seen. That's why we are interested in studying this. So shorter incubation period means incubation period ranges from day 1 to up to day 10. So day 1 to day 10 is the duration called as shorter incubation period. Example, food poisoning, cholera infection. So shorter incubation period, more severe. Cholera causes gastroenteritis, loss of fluid from the body, and patient can die if patient the exact treatment is not given in a calculated duration of time. Second is the median incubation period. Means in this duration of the period is from 10 days up to 3 weeks. Typhoid cure is the example of this. Third is longer incubation period. Longer incubation period, I told you. Minimum the incubation period, less the incubation period, more the severity of disease. Longer the incubation period, severity of less. Longer incubation period ranges from weeks, months, years together. For example, leprosy. Longer incubation period. Leprosy patient rarely dies. He survives for many years. So, it is a severe disease, but as the incubation period is long, death rate is less. So, there is one more condition called latent period. What is meant by incubation period? I told you. It is a time period, invasion of the disease agent into the body of the host till the first sign and symptom seen on the body of the human being or in question. So this is applied to the infectious, if there is a infectious agent. But there are few diseases like mental illness, heart attack, coronary artery disease, and third is cancer, where we don't find any infective disease agent. There is no disease agent for mental person, no disease agent for cardiac arrest, but there are few factors, risk factors. For these, this word is used called as latent period. So, incubation period is equal to latent period, but in incubation period, there is a disease agent. In latent period, there is no disease agent, but risk factors are there. Risk factors like maybe the hereditary factor for mental illness, for coronary artery disease, person may be heavy, hefty, overweight, obese, person may be smoking habit or alcohol consumption, tobacco chewer. These are the risk factors for incubation period, for latent period, because there is no infectious agent for latent period. There is one more condition called as generation time or a generation period. So remember, latent period means manifestation of the disease. While generation time or a period means transmittability of that disease or transmission of the disease. So this is the difference. Means next is the communicability period. What is meant by communicability period? Once the disease agent enters into the body of the susceptible host, that person is able to cause the disease to the other normal person, or that infectious patient can transmit that disease to the animal birds, or vice versa, from birds, animal to the human being. This is called as communicability period. Why we are interested in communicability period? Because we are interested in discussing the secondary attack rate, SAR. Secondary attack rate. What is SAR? Once the primary case is seen, the time required to infect the secondary case is a SAR. Very simple. And this is expressed in percentage. So for measles, the SAR is 86%. For mumps, SAR is almost 80 to 80%. So this concludes the today's topic.